Sun's coming up. Let's go do this. Well, isn't this pretty? In classic style, start off with a road walk. And here we are at our exit. Look at that. Boy, it's just silent. Not a sound. So in looking at the AT graph, yesterday was the biggest start day of any, which was the first day of spring. So today's the second day of spring. There was like 65 people starting. So I'm fully intending to see 65 tents coming up ahead. It's just a beautiful day today. Perfect. Blue skies. It's 50 degrees, so fairly warm. Perfect hiking weather. Boy, lots of really pretty campsites all along this. So about halfway to the Springer. Boy, the trees are just completely bare still. This is March 21st, by the way. Coming to the top of Amicalola Mountain. It's not really a mountain, more like a hill. Anyway, beautiful. Haven't seen a single thru hiker. There's supposed to be like 65 people starting. I don't know where they are. I'm my own bubble. A bubble of one. Very, very pretty. I grew up in Illinois, and the woods here remind me of that. It's kind of like home, if there was a thing I had called home. Springer 3.5 this way. So far, feeling strong, feeling good. Trail's great. Perfect day. It's like 51 degrees now. Beautiful. Boy, what a nice place to camp. Beautiful sunrise views. I think the one thing my friends and I said on the CDT is it looks like nobody's ever camped here, ever. There are no camp spots ever. It looks like no one's ever camped there. I don't know why, but it's just so, man, it's great. You can just camp every, half a mile. There's a beautiful camp spot with a log to sit on and fire. Nice. Coming into Nimble Wheel Gap. I guess it's nice hiking this time of year because the trees are all bare and you can see way out and see where you're going. Coming up on Black Gap Shelter. Hey, hikers, people. I'm not totally alone. Well, they had duplex tents, but they're in camp at 10 o'clock. I don't know, maybe they're just camping, going out for the weekend. For folks that are new to backpacking, there's a difference between camping and thru hiking. Camping, you can bring like a chair, coffee pot, you hike up to a lake, and when you get there, you just sit and, it's fun. Through hiking, you get up as soon as it's light enough to walk. You walk all day. Yes, we have goals too, but say it's your goal is to get to mile 216, and you get there, and it's like 4 o'clock, but it doesn't get dark until 8, so you keep going. So it's kind of more about movement and distance than it is about getting to a destination. But it's important when you are packing for your first thru hike to not confuse camping. You're not going camping. You're going through hiking, and it's a different story. You're not going to have all the luxuries that you want. So it's just a different mindset. When you're trying to get in 2,000 miles in the summer, it's a different mindset in that you just don't live long enough to hike the trail slowly. In through hiking, there's a saying 10 by 10. What does that mean? It means it's best to get 10 miles in by 10 o'clock. So that requires getting up out of bed. The more miles you have in earlier in the day, the more options you have Options are good. Coming up on something. I wonder what it could be. Puppy. And here's the trail register. On the trail with Bart. Who's that? Look at that. That also really exists. Look at that. White blaze. Just follow that all the way to Maine. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So it's 11 o'clock and I'd like to get 12 more miles done to get to Cooper Gap. That'll give me 18 for the day, and that'll give me 18 for tomorrow to get into Neal Gap and the Blood Mountain Cabins, where I have a reservation, to avoid the deluge. Mr. Gandalf, can't you do something about this deluge? Benton Mackay Trail is where it meets. Very famous. I'd like to hike that too one day, but not today. I think I'm catching up to the people who started yesterday. U.S. Forest Road 42 doesn't have a gap name. A lovely little Appalachian trail in front of me. Blue skies, feeling good, nothing hurts. Getting into the green tunnel, rhododendrons. Mile 2, the ranger said someone was rescued here last week for dehydration. I don't know, there's water over there. I don't know. And it's cool. Cruising trail. I must say I enjoy the blazes because they happen a lot more than the PCT emblems or just CDT emblems. Because you can see where the trail goes. And there's so many little cross trails that when you come to a trail intersection, you gotta look around. Boy, once you get past Springer, the trail is super easy. Super easy. Boy, there's a massive difference between what people call good flow here and what people would call good flow in New Mexico on the CDT. Good flow in New Mexico is like a liter a minute. That's like, wow, look at that. Or it's water that doesn't have like a cow pie right in it. That's amazing water. Here, there's just huge streams, 3 or 4 feet wide, and they're like, oh, it's not too good. It's a little slow. Coming up on Stover Creek Shelter. Gonna try to have lunch here. Okay, nice little breakfast / lunch. 9.5 miles to Cooper Gap and call it a day. Boy, one thing this trail has, trail maintenance. Man, they are plush with trail maintenance. I was sitting in the shelter and the people were complaining about the hike up from Amicalola. And I'm thinking, did they walk the same trail as me? It was a beautiful trail. A lovely babbling brook. Driving up here, Ron, my shuttle driver, kept talking about how there's no water and people are getting evacuated for lack of water. Boy, it just seems pretty wet. Lots of mud. The rhododendron tunnel. Three Forks Gap. Pretty. Boy, they don't make easier walking than this. This is amazing. Beautiful trail. Yeah, this stream on the CDT would be amazing flow. You gotta come and see it. So almost to a place called Hawk Mountain Shelter. I was gonna stop there when I was planning this out, but it's 2 o'clock. I don't do this thing where you do short days to start with. It's just not me. I mean, what am I going to do from 2 o'clock until 7:30 when the sun goes down? So I'm going to push on to Cooper Gap, which I don't know the exact mileage on that. It's another like 5 miles. It's not far. So it's weird on the trail here. I don't know who's really through hiking because there are so many like weekend campers and that kind of thing. You would have to ask them. There's a lot of day hikers. There's a lot of roads so that it's an easy access to just come up and walk on the trail. Everyone's been very friendly so far. They usually say hi. In other trails, the folks who live in town won't even make eye contact with you when they walk by on the trail. It's like you're some filthy hiker. But people here have a different attitude, I guess. So that's always nice. But yeah, it's a beautiful trail. I don't know what people are talking about. It must get a lot tougher up the trail, and I'm sure it will. Well, I know the whites are going to kick my butt, but for now, and in this business, you take what you can get when you can get it, and what I'm getting now is just nice. Oh, and I've gotten really good cell phone reception so far. I have Verizon and on my iPhone, and works great. The wonders of technology. So yeah, where are all the thru hikers? I don't know. I mean, do you see anyone here? It's just me. It's strange. So there are people on the trail, but I don't know. Most, like to say 90% of people have just a huge backpack. We're talking maybe 40, 50 pounds. At the ATC registration where you sign in, you list your backpack weight. One guy's backpack was 59 pounds. I couldn't even imagine carrying it. What do you got in there? Like, iron to skillet or something? I don't know. But yeah, I would assume that those weights go down as soon as they realize that it's tough to carry 59 pounds, I guess. It's nice to meet other people on the trail, but it's so hard to find somebody to hike with because either they walk way faster than I can. Some 22-year-old with a 10-pound backpack is going to do 4 miles per hour. I can't keep up with that. But probably most people here are doing 10 miles a day less than me and walk about 30% slower. So I have found guys to just hike with in the past who pretty much match my exact speed. But it's hard to get people to come out and do stuff like this. They have lives. I have no life. I talk to a camera in the woods. So my goal on this first day was just to share my feelings of what I think about first impressions, how it's looking. I'd like to keep these daily videos to like under 4 or 5 minutes. A lot of people have like 20-minute videos, and I even love to watch them, and it's hard for me to watch a 20-minute video. So I'll try to keep these down to just the bare minimum, where I'm going, how it's going, the way things look, what are my plans, that kind of thing. So about 3 miles to Cooper Gap. I was just talking to some trail ambassadors. I didn't know there was such a thing. There is. And they said there's a trail angel doing trail magic at Cooper's Gap. Hot dogs, I think, and Cokes. Outstanding. I will be there. I love this trail. People actually help you. So looking back, that's Horse Gap. And you can just kind of see a card on there. That's a trail angel named Max Forrester. Gave me a nice bottle of water. Nice. So just climbed up the last climb of the day before it goes down into Cooper Gap. That was a pretty good climb. So the bummer missed the trail magic by 30 minutes. Dang it. Oh, tomorrow is, and there'll be plenty of things to eat, beer to drink. So that ended up being a 19.6 mile day. I didn't really intend it to be that way, but worked out okay. Feel good. Just kind of pooped As the weeks go on, it gets easier for me to do 20s where I don't feel kind of tired out. But I did good. No real pains. Feeling fine. Feeling strong. Tomorrow, hike into Neil Gap and secure my cabin for the deluge coming up. The AT. Dang it! I'm so bummed that the Trail Magic guy left. Wow, man. It's like Christmas. Oh no, we can't give you Christmas. Whatever. I'll be eating pizza tomorrow night. So call it a day and get up tomorrow morning in the dark. I really want to get a good hop on this. So I'll probably get up about 6. And it doesn't really get light until like 7. So hike in the dark for a bit because I want to make sure to get to Neil Gap by like 5 o'clock. Anyway, thanks for coming along with me on day number 1. Only, 130 days left to go.